the artist. What up?
Shalom, man.
Matthew 16:4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. Yeah. I ain't a mason, but a traveling man. Yeah. We made a statement without having a chance. Boy, I do this for the culture like I'm Dapper Dan. I'm coming down real cold like an avalanche. Big fists in the air, got that Hebrew sense. Got intent like a surgeon, young and move with a purpose. Blessed beyond belief, niggas still talking curses. All these trolls got me laughing cause I'm breeding expansion. The streets paved with gold, bless us with many mansions. Linen and fine fabrics, women that's thick and classy. They know that I spit acid, my enemies flabbergasted. They jealous of the growth, sip Remy and take a toast. They really don't want the smoke, a soldier like Gideon. Can't see what we really on, I'm strolling the city armed. There's killers in many forms, been through hell like I'm spawned. Time to ring the alarm, cause we building this art. All aboard, the time is now, we've been waiting for our whole lives. But our enemies searching for a sign. I keep it moving, I have no time. I'm on a mission trying to get what is mine. Ever since Quavo set up takeoff, the city been in clouds like a naval. When Ye went missing, I was going AWOL. Still online, speak with passion like I'm Adolf. Most these rappers sell their soul for the payoff. Shots fired, you get fired on your day off. Don't get your wires crossed, this is straight talk. Audio dope, straight drop to your brain lock. This the future, so I gotta keep a shooter with me. These broads will make you stone cold, they got Medusa spirit. I've been moving dolo, ducking curses from the gypsies. I've been in my own zone, cause history repeats for minute. I've been chasing everything they owe lately. I'm like King Mansa Musa drifting gold, baby. They've been whitewashing us, trying to cold cases. Persecution left and right, turn to cold cases.
The time is now, it's apparent, I'm coherent in this world. Yeah, I'm fearing, grab the wheel, yeah, I'm steering. He who has a ear, I hope you hearing. The wicked disappearing, I'm so cavalier. We ballin' in different tiers and it's levels. I'm shining like a bezel. In the spirit they wrestle, clothing flame, design and fashion for grace. Isaiah 40 and 31, you know we already won. Let the most high will be done, nothing new under the sun. 5 of us, 100 run, when they hear the beat we drum. Isn't that a conundrum? Heading up, you get the sun, the vision we multiply. Keep my head up to the sky, persecuted then I fly. You know, divinely, painting pictures, artistry. Had to master my piece before I create a masterpiece. 10K hours mastery, studying the mystery. Trusting the most high, restore my whole faith is all I need now. I can see
now. We've been waiting for our whole lives, but our enemy is searching for a sign. I keep it moving, I have no time. I'm on a mission trying to get what is mine.
But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40 and 31. All praise, all honor, all glory to the Most High. Yeah. Thank you so much for the light. Time is now.
I keep it moving, I have no time. I'm on a mission trying to get what is mine. Hey, the time is now. What's going on, brothers and sisters? I'm back with another live stream. As you enter the broadcast, make sure you pound that like button. Young Gene, what's going on? Hester Glacier. Irene's in the building. Shout out to all the moderators. POP Ministry, salute. Kim C, I see you. Juan, what's going on? Gladiator.
J Sco. If y'all like that song right there, you can find it exclusively on New Breed Universal ENT. It's myself featuring Divine Lee Artist. And follow Divine Lee Artist on all platforms as well, too. Man, all praises to the Most High. I'm back with another very informative broadcast. This one right here is shocking. I had to react to this, y'all. So we have a celebrity witch by the name of Dr. Satan. Look like Dr. Satan. I guess it's pronounced Satan, but yeah, this celebrity witch does a sit down with Tasha K. And normally I don't watch Tasha K's platform at all, but somebody shared this particular interview via Instagram. No, actually, a brother of mine inboxed me. A personal friend sent me this. Shout out to Woodrow. Matter of fact, that's who sent it to me. Shout out to Woodrow, my brother. Man, so this one right here is crazy, y'all. So we got to get into this, man. Fair use. Federal law allows citizens to redistribute portions of copywritten material for the purpose, for the purposes of teaching, edification, parody, criticism, and so forth. But y'all got to hear what is being said. I'm going to add my commentary. This should get really interesting.
Reality stars are into it. A lot of them come to me, they pay. And my biggest, of all time are NBA stars because they pay.
Really?
And they fly me out to do work in person. They don't even want me to do it in my house. Yeah, come at me.
What name came to mind when you said that? Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez.
I'm not saying nothing.
She said she ain't saying nothing, so there must be some kind of some type of clause in agreement with these celebrities where it's non-disclosure. She can't say who she done root work on, who she cast the spells on, and her clients have to pretty much stay stay hidden. But Tasha K brung up Tory Lanez off the break. Did you put a hex on him? Because he had some bad luck, it seems. Yeah, definitely there's NDAs involved. Right. But let's continue.
I'm not saying nothing.
So there are humiliation rituals.
Yes. Okay. And sometimes they don't even get in. So a lot of these stars, a lot of these celebrities that want to get to, the higher level, the A-list or whatever, they come to them to get in. And they're like, I don't want you. They pick and choose. Whoever could be the better puppet is who can get in. And yes, they be sacrificing family. They be doing a whole.
I mean, it's common knowledge now. You see how they coming right in the open and they saying, hey, these celebrities go through humiliation rituals. They do be sacrificing family. This is how it goes down in the industry. But when you hear brothers of truth speaking about this, you say that we celebrity. I mean, you say you say that we're conspiracy theorists. Well, someone who is working among the industry is telling you that they have to sacrifice.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get to it. Again, fair use. Matter of fact, the fair use came right here. Under fair use, section 107, Copyright Act 1976, allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right, let's go.
We are here for you, Ms. Sanchez. Okay, so listen, I have never done an interview like this.
No.
I have never even talked to anybody that does what you do.
Awesome.
Now, before anybody tries to turn off the damn screen and shit, we're all here to be educated. We're all here to learn some things.
Yes.
And that is what I do. And I want to open up that world to anybody that's curious, okay?
Yeah.
And so
and that's exactly what she's doing, opening up this world to anybody that's curious. But it just so happens that a lot of people are curious on the left hand side because you live in a wicked society where a lot of people are already conditioned to practice these acts. There's already a lot of people doing tarot cards. It's already a lot of people, you know, contacting psychics, you know, burning incense and sage, and you know, dealing with mediums as well as crystals and things of that nature. So, you know, really, this is publicity. Now, there's still a lot of things that we're going to unveil here, but let's make it clear. They know exactly what they're doing having this interview. This is business. She's trying to get more clientele. You know, curiosity leads a lot of people to a shallow grave. There's a lot of, listen, hell is full of a lot of curious people. But let's continue.
You say you do root work.
Yeah, I do. Yes.
And is that along the lines of being a psychic too?
Yes and no, because not everybody does.
You got to come to the mic now because they need to hear you, child.
Okay.
Okay, so is psychic root work, and this is my first time meeting her. Just in case anybody thinks I'm doing any work to anybody, but if she's good at what she do, I may have to hire you, child. Who knows? I got a few people out here trying to come for me. So hey. But listen.
Yeah, a lot of modern women are open to doing roots on people. You fellas, y'all gotta be careful out here. You ladies too. You gotta be careful who you befriend. Because there's a lot of ladies out here who are doing root work. There's a lot of ladies practicing hoodoo and juju and casting spells on people. We live in a time where, you know, we're dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare. And in order for these individuals to get the upper hand on the chosen and the righteous, you have to give them a point of entry, a point of contact. So, you know, you got to stay away from a lot of individuals these days and test the spirits. Yeah, the harlots are definitely running wild, man. No doubt about that. And it's interesting. They sitting down talking like it's nothing. And Tasha K, hey, I might have to get a root put on somebody like it's a joke. This is no laughing matter. Exodus 22:18 says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So God doesn't even want these individuals living and breathing. You understand? That's how dangerous it is to be practicing witchcraft. But anyway, let's continue.
So root work, break it down.
Okay, so basically people come to me if they want root work on anything. So it could be money, it can be love, it can be a lawsuit payout, you know, settlement, whatever the case may be.
I think she plugged that on purpose.
He's been in all the blogs because he has a big case. But literally everything and anything you want it to be done, I tap in and I do it.
Wow. Instead of relying on the Most High, a lot of people are practicing this, y'all. I'm pretty sure she's making the big dollars. I'm pretty sure she's making a whole lot of money. Because, you know, people, they're not relying on the creator. Let's continue. This is treacherous right here, but let's go.
Okay, now when you say tap in and do it, what do you do? I mean, we hear these things and like you could Google like, you know, root work, but it doesn't really give you like the inside of how it's done. Like,
well, you know what? We're going to Google it. I'm going to read the Google definition because, you know, taking a definition from a witch, you can bet your bottom dollar that her response is going to be manipulative. And I have the discernment and the know-how to break down exactly what root work is. All right. So let's go there. Root work. The root work system combines a belief in the magical causation of illness with curses by sorcery and an empiric tradition stressing the natural causation of illness with curses by herbs and medicine. So it's basically using incantations, different roots, different medicines that were given by the fallen angels. Because if you read the book of Enoch, it tells you that the fallen angels taught root work. It taught the manifestation of how to use different roots, different herbs. That's why you got to be careful of a lot of these herbalists out here as well. A lot of them are into new age mysticism. A lot of them are witches. But basically, they're cursing people with sicknesses. They're even, plaguing people with death. They're pretty much burning roots on a person to cost them their life or cost them their livelihood, curse them, strike them with sickness. The list goes on and on. They can give people diseases. So this is real dangerous stuff. This is real evil stuff. I mean, it's evil. No matter how you try to commercialize this, I have to let you know how demonic and evil it is. It's murder. It's murder. See, when people think about murder, you normally thinking about somebody who breaks into somebody's house and carves them up like a Thanksgiving turkey. But no, there are ways to murder people without even touching them. It's nothing new under the sun. It's been going on for quite some time. So really, she's interviewing a murderer, right? Tasha K technically is interviewing a murderer. This is why the scriptures say I suffer not a witch to live. But anyway, let's continue.
Give me an example of like somebody calling you, reaching out, they have a problem. Like just give me an example of a case. You don't have to name no names or anything like that, because you do consider yourself a celebrity.
Oh, I am.
Root work advisor.
They all come to me. Plenty of them.
What?
Yes. I started with celebrities, and then I was posting my stuff, and that's how I started with the public. But it was celebrities only, because you need to have a check to come to me. So now I have things that the public can come.
Now, I don't know if y'all remember the stream I did with the Celebrity Witches of Atlanta. They actually have a reality show, and they were talking about doing roots to get, well, actually they were talking about doing witchcraft. They didn't specify, what type of witchcraft, but they were talking about getting Gunna out of jail. By show of ones, if y'all seen that stream I did, I covered that, and then months later, Gunna was freed, and now he's successful. He got the #1 hit with the F You Mean song. He running around free. Yeah, y'all remember that, right? Yep. And there was a witch on the show saying, hey, yo, we working on Gunna's behalf. So behind the scenes, a lot of these people are getting out of problems, getting out of trouble. A lot of them are being, rewarded certain things just by having these women around them, So a lot of people seen that stream. All praises, that's what's up. Yep, somebody said also his energy is totally different now. Right, exactly. That's real talk. Anyway, let's continue.
Before too.
Oh, okay. So that's why you're here. You want general viewership, general consumers.
She knew that, this woman wanted general consumers. So what this tells you is they are now bringing the same rituals that was hidden. We talking about the hidden secrets that was among the industry. Now this woman is branching off, and she just wants general consumers, y'all. So some of the same spells, witchcraft, and magic that the high sorcerers, the high witches, those who have been in certain circles, they want everyday people now. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? That these women now are more so bringing the ancient secrets, the hidden Illuminati, quote unquote, Illuminati secrets that they do throughout the industry to the streets. It tells you, yeah, somebody said it, we at the end. Yeah, the world, exactly. Somebody said it, the world is getting more wicked. It's getting more wicked. It's now become acceptable for ordinary, everyday people to be sacrificing family members, to be putting spells on people and cursing them doing root work. It's become normalized. It's become normalized. That's what that means, y'all. But anyway, let's continue. And Satan is tired of hiding too.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So give me an example. Like, how would somebody reach out to you? First of all, how would they even come to know you?
Usually word of mouth.
Okay.
Or maybe my Instagram, my TikTok. They'll find me on social media, and so they'll go on my page. They'll email us, or DM me and say, "Oh, my husband's cheating, and I want to hex him and hex, the bitch that he cheating with," and then we go from there.
No. Wow. Okay.
That's very common.
Very common.
Very common. Pastor-wise, come to me all the time.
Not they supposed to be going to God.
They be fucking on half the congregation.
Here we go. You heard it. She said pastor wives come to her all the time. They're not praying to the Most High. They're not going into their scriptures. No, they're going to her. When the husbands is out, dealing with the ladies in the congregation, some of the guys are switch hitting. Some of them are, playing on both sides. What does the wife go and do? The wife don't go to the Lord. Nah. She don't even believe in the Lord, but she's the first lady, but don't even believe in the Lord. I'm telling you, I be telling y'all to get the hell out these damn churches. These churches are being ran by witches. The Jezebel spirit is very real and prevalent in these churches. And those guys in those churches are warlocks. Your pastor, your favorite pastor is a warlock. Get the hell up out of them churches, y'all.
Yes. One of my clients, she caught like chlamydia, herpes, a couple things from pastor. Yeah, she a first lady.
Her husband.
And he fucking on everybody in the congregation.
So what's she
pregnant?
Got somebody pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do?
Decisions made here in this.
Ain't that something? Pastor was getting down, low down and dirty. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Giving his wife all kind of diseases. That's crazy.
Room are private, personal, and should be made by you and your doctor, not politicians. Joe Biden knows that. He'll fight for your right to make your own healthcare decisions.
That's a damn lie. Why they air this commercial?
He knows these guys shouldn't be in this room.
I don't know, but Madden sucks nowadays. But anyway, let's continue.
I do a little hex. So basically, she wanted to stay with her husband, so I couldn't hex him. Because if I hex him, it's gonna hex her. There's no whoever's around.
So you mean tell me she got 3 STDs?
Yes, and she's staying with him.
And she's staying?
Absolutely. I don't.
Do I know this pastor?
Well, I don't get into specifics all the time.
Okay, I got you.
Wow. Ain't that's crazy, man. And this how it go down in these churches. This how it go down in these churches, man. This is crazy. And that's why I'm telling you, man, hey, you got to always test the spirit. A lot of people that's going to these churches, they're not going to get understanding of the Creator. They got all the wrong intentions. And that's why so many diseases, viruses, aka demons, floating around in those churches. They not serving the Creator.
I just deal with my client.
Okay. So they pay for a great deal of confidentiality, I take it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't deal with none of that. I just do what they ask me to do, but I let them know if you want to hex your husband, you're going to hex yourself. So whatever happens, that shit's going to touch you. So she didn't want that. So she wanted me to hex her to get her out of the situation. And that's what I did.
So so according to the stipulations of the hex, if she was to hex the husband, since they one flesh, it would hex the wife too. So some unsuspected woman in the church. Think about this. Think about how reckless this is. Some unsuspected single woman who's probably looking at the pastor as a surrogate husband, who, probably just really wants a covering, really wants a head. Basically, this woman is hexing that woman in the church. Literally. No telling what she did to this woman who was sleeping with the pastor. That woman could have been taken out. That's why I say these witches are murderers, bro. These witches are absolute murderers. Leviticus 19:31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. I'm telling you. And I see Ringo TV in the building. What's going on with you, fam? Salute, salute. Y'all subscribe to Ringo TV Reactions. Oh, yeah. Yep, the scriptures say, the Most High says, I suffer not a witch to live. It's a reason for that, man. These people are dangerous. These people are very dangerous. And you can look at her. You know, the scripture says a wicked woman eateth, wipeth her mouth, and says, I have done no wrong. I have done no evil. She looks like she does not care whatsoever the lives that she's harmed, the people that she's destroyed.
So where's this side bitch now? Or where's the congregation that he was fucking on? Where are they?
They're still there. They're still there. They don't care. This is the thing about like religion. It's so funny because they'll be fully aware.
Let me get that water bottle. Move that water bottle to the side. I need to, put it over there. I don't need nothing in the energy field.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The congregation could be fully aware because in her case it was.
Okay.
And nobody questions it. It's like they mind control them when they're up there pastoring and shouting and stuff. Like they just go and believe whatever. It's like a cult to me. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. The Christian church is a cult, ladies and gentlemen. These people are under hypnosis. They are under mind control. If you all can remember, by show of ones, who remembers the video I did with that one pastor? What is his name? The pastor that did that. It'll come to mind here in a moment. But the pastor that did that show that looked like something from the Grammys, where they had a female playing Christ hung her up on a cross, and it was just a wicked performance. I can't remember the name of that church right now, but how many of y'all, Mike Todd, that's what it is, Mike Todd, Transformation Church. How many of y'all remember that and how the people was just stuck? I mean, the people were like under mind control. They literally were under MK Ultra. A lot of these pastors got military backgrounds too. And a lot of them are connected with a lot of dark people. And they literally are casting spells in the audience, and the people really be stuck like that. Yeah, it was definitely sick. It was ratchet.
Ultimately. Because if it was me, I would have hexed him. But she wanted to hex.
So she used the church's tithes.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Just like pastor using it to get gator shoes. Yeah.
And pay for pussy, because they do pay for pussy.
They do pay
okay.
and
All right.
pussy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there was a Miami pastor that was put out on the OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I covered that story. That pastor that that got caught busting it open on OnlyFans, caught up in a hotel room. And you know, she's spilling all the tea up on Tasha K's joint. She's saying some of these pastors be wanting man butt pretty much, man. This is crazy. That's why y'all gotta stay the hell out of these damn churches, bro. It's sick out here.
Yeah.
And he was busting it open.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And preaching against it.
I have a client that is, an escort in Atlanta for a whole lot of preachers. A whole lot of preachers. He was showing me pictures and stuff. I said, oh, Lord, this is too much.
So this is really like a different.
And it's a lot of mainstream prevalent pastors out here, bro. You know what pastor came to mind off break, what she just said? The pastor that came to mind is Jamal Bryant, bro. For real. That's who just came to mind when she said there's a male escort running around with these pastors out here in Atlanta. Jamal Bryant, he just comes to mind. I believe he will be exposed one day. Real talk.
Type of world.
It is.
Because I'm oblivious to this shit.
I know.
Like, I know, like, of course, I dwell in, wine gossip comedy. So
Yeah.
I get a lot of these stories, but it doesn't go that deep. Like,
it's
for me,
level.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
It's real.
Nah, Lamar Whitehead is in New York, ain't he?
And it's
people really do. This is like a big market. Is it sort of like black market?
No, it's not black market though. It's very much widely known. People just don't talk about it. Or if people come to me, they're not gonna tell somebody else that they're coming to me. Like they might tell their uncle, their sister. They ain't telling their friends. They don't want nobody to know.
So so when you perform a hex,
Mhm.
all right. So do you consider yourself a witch?
Oh, I am a witch, but
How
I don't
the
do
fuck I
hexes
can-
for everybody.
Should I be scared?
No,
You see how proud she is to be a witch, y'all. You see how proud she is to be a witch. And these modern women, man, they coming right out. They don't have no shame in their game. Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. Now, when it talks about passing your sons and daughter through the fires of Moloch, it's talking about sacrifice. Divination is divining, observing the times using mediums, crystal balls, enchanting using, incantations and whatnot. A witch, one who casts spells. Now, these witches encompass pretty much all wickedness, man. This is crazy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, because they tell me Beyonce's a witch and shit like that. That we should be scared. Yeah.
She said, "Oh yes, she is." Straight up. She just told you Beyonce is a straight up witch. How many of y'all have seen this lady got exposed for selling her, basically using money for her child's surgery? The husband catches the woman using the money for the child's surgery that they were saving up just to go to the Beyonce Renaissance tour. I'm telling you, they worship Beyonce. Straight up witch. She riding on a horseman of the apocalypse, putting it right in your face.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's an Ifa. So when she wears
He's the Ifa.
her yellow, that's Oshun.
Oh,
Riches and beauty and love and all of that, which I can see why she's connected to Oshun. But yeah, so it's another kind of tradition.
okay.
Like a lot of people would think it's voodoo, but it's really Ifa. So it's like a lifestyle as opposed to religion.
Because I always wonder why she always got on them flowers and
Yeah.
she got on that elaborate shit. I'm like, can't nobody buy your clothes? Your clothes look different.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She probably gives her, so she has her own altar. She gives her food. She has parties for her. All of that. Just like Summer Walker.
Yeah, summer work. But I was told, like, because, the first time I even heard anything of root work was when my grandmama asked me to go get something out of her drawer. She told me to go get her cigarettes.
Okay.
Right? I go to her drawer. I'm probably like, I want to say like 9. No, I would say like maybe like 11 years old.
Okay.
So I go to her drawer and she said, it's in my second drawer. I opened up the second drawer.
Mhm.
I found dolls in there
Oh.
with pens.
Oh, she was texting somebody. Okay.
But it was a lot of dolls. And I was like, well, where are these dolls in here? I'm thinking I'm supposed to play with them.
Yeah.
She said, go put my motherfucking dolls back.
Touch them
Don't
dolls.
touch them dolls.
More than likely, Tasha K is a practitioner of the craft too. I would not doubt that at all. Make no mistake about it. A lot of these women on social media are witches. A lot of them who have really large followings, they are practitioners of the craft. Let's make that clear. More than likely, Tasha K was raised in it, and I believe personally that she's playing ignorant because it makes to be a better show. But I truly believe all of these witches are in cahoots. This is just what I think about it. I could be wrong, so I'm going to say allegedly, but this is just from my observation, right? Because these women like to play dumb, like they not really playing around with the tarot cards, like they not channeling certain things, like they don't have manifestation journals, and like they not going to get yoni steams and all of that. They want to act like they're not involved, but it is what it is. Yeah, some of these male YouTubers too are warlocks. Make no mistake about that either. But a lot of these women are witches that they actually became famous because of the sorcery and magic that they use. A lot of them, a lot of your favorite content creators are not talented at all, but they did what they did. They did the rituals. But anyway, let's go.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. But at the time I didn't know. But now that I think back on it, and you watch movies and stuff like that, people don't really have dolls. But I don't see this kind of stuff. And I'm from Panama City, Florida, which is considered the deep South, because where Panama City, Florida is where Pensacola is. We're on the border. Yes.
Okay.
So I know people talk about it, but do it, but they don't. It's something you don't talk about.
You don't. Not much.
So why are you talking about it?
Because I'm not telling you what I do. Just like when you asked, did I tell you what I do? No. I just do root work. Because when you're initiated, you're kind of like sworn to secrecy. Kind of like that high society that everybody talks about.
The Illuminati?
I know exactly what she do. I already done read it for y'all at the beginning. I know exactly what she do. But she's telling you right now she gets sworn in. As a celebrity witch, she has been sworn in and initiated. But seeing as how this witchcraft is going so mainstream and it's becoming more acceptable, the spirit guides are allowing her to teach the sacred sciences to all the women out here in the world. And they're going to be, I mean, telling you, you fellas got to be more careful, man, so your heart don't get led away. Because there's going to be so many ladies out here that's practitioners, you women too. Be careful, ladies. Here's my advice. Be very careful who you ask advice from when dealing with other sisters. When dealing with other women, be careful, because that's a point of entry. Once you reach out to those ladies and you want advice on your relationship, your job, anything, you got to understand that once you ask the wrong woman for advice, she has power over you. She can then cast those spells over you. This is why I oblige you ladies to get yourself a man, a good, righteous, spiritual man of truth, a man of the Most High, so he can guide you and he can use his discernment to make sure you're not in company of witches. And, you know, if you don't have a husband, at least have a father, a family member, something, because we don't need these spells getting casted on you. Now you having nightmares and sleep paralysis and all these kind of things are going on, and you got all these ailments and sickness because there's a lot of jealous women out here who will cast spells on another sister in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yes, you're sworn to secrets. You cannot tell people what you went through initiation to get these secrets for. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I won't talk about how I do it or what exactly I do, but it clearly works. Clearly. I mean, I've made millions every single year, so every year.
She makes millions every single year. I mean, damn. She cashing in. That's crazy. That should tell you a lot.
Yeah, that's the look that my accountant gave me. He said, what do you do? Because what is
So you pay taxes on this shit?
Oh, yeah, I pay taxes. I paid like $200K last year. Yes, I pay taxes.
Oh, God damn.
Mhm.
Like, this is interesting.
Yeah, I do everything legit.
So how do you get
She making millions every year and only paying $200K in taxes. That's got to be some witchcraft right there. I'm telling you, me, boy, that's some witchcraft in itself. If she getting away with that. Donald Trump got to pay more taxes than that. Anyway.
initiated? Like, what is an initiation? Like, how do you know, like, okay, I'm supposed to be a witch? Like, where do you wake up and find that? Like, how do you get that?
So the thing about witchcraft, it's a huge world. So there's not like one specific way, like you said, you wake up, oh, I'm a witch today. Like, anybody could really get into witchcraft, but not everybody's called to be a root worker. Like, this is something that you're like born into. For me, it was my family, like my great grandmother, her mother, like this is just a bloodline. So I always had the power. It was up to me to decide, is this what I want to do or not want to do?
Okay.
So that's how I got into it. I was born into it. And so my mom took me, I did my initiation. So it really just depends. Now, some people do come into it that it's not in their bloodline. I would never do it, but if it works for them, it works for them.
Yeah, and the industry is ran on nepotism as well. So you come through a bloodline, a family of witches. And there's a lot of young ladies being raised like that this day and age. If you look at some of the books and the children's books that were out approximately like maybe 10 years ago, that's been available, these are the children of those individuals who've been brainwashed. These are the children of those people. Somebody says, you sound like a white supremacist. Let me get you up out of here. Hopefully I got some moderators in the building. Watch the chat very carefully. Let's go.
Their path.
So did your grandmother like explain it to you? Did she introduce it to you?
Oh
or?
yeah. So like everybody came to her, like politicians, everyone would come to her to get root work done. So I would see it, but I didn't 100% like understand it. But then, you know, as I got older and I started having like premonitions and she saw like, oh, she gets it. So she started to show me, then my mom, and it just blew up to what I am now.
Are people scared of y'all?
Sometimes, yeah. But like I don't harm people. Well, I don't really
You see that? She said she don't harm people. She had to recant that. And they laughing about it. I don't harm people. Literally, this woman is a murderer. She's a murderer. This literally should be illegal. You see how she just laughed about it? You know how many people that she done put in a pine box? You know how many people that she done actually ruined? There's probably people right now on their deathbed because of these wicked celebrities calling for her, for her services. Somebody said it's illegal in some countries. Yeah, of course, in this Babylonian demonic society we living in, they're gonna allow this kind of stuff all day. You have somebody say it's some witches in here. I won't doubt it. I won't doubt it. Let me tell you something. When you bring in this truth, you can expect the witches to come. You can expect the warlocks and the weirdos to pop up. Make no mistake about it. Brothers like myself who bring this truth, it's a magnet to witches. It's definitely a magnet to them. John 8:44, you are your father, the devil. Your will is to do your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in truth because there's no truth in him. Facts. Facts.
I don't set out to harm anybody. If you don't bother me, you're good. I spread love. Like if you see on my Instagram and stuff, like everybody that's on my tribe, they're like, I love Satin. Like Satin shows me love more than my own family. Like I always spread love. But if you come to me with this shit, now it's on. But other than that, we're good. We're fine. I won't do anything. You don't need to be scared. Unless you fuck with me.
The used plastic problem is enormous. We break them down into their molecular components, and that is what we then...
This is insane.
It's not. We are all spiritual beings.
I get it. I do.
We all are.
I get it.
Tapping in. The difference of someone that's a genius and someone that's like a regular lay person is the amount of their brain they use. So spirituality is the same thing.
This is why you got to be careful with anybody who just saying they spiritual, y'all. Just because an individual saying, I'm a spiritual person. You need to find out exactly what that means. Because demons are spiritual. And a lot of these witches, they're not walking around with warts on their nose, riding brooms. You understand? A lot of witches, they look like nice looking people. They have a certain allure to them. A lot of them are very charismatic. So you got to be careful. Just because a person say they spiritual and they're non-religious don't mean they're spiritual on the right hand side. Deuteronomy 20:18, that they teach you not to do after the things. Let's read that again. That they teach you not to do after all their abominations, which they have done unto their gods. So should ye sin against the Lord your God. See, that's what it's all about, idolatry. They're not pursuing the most high God of all gods. It's all idolatry. Let's continue. Oh, wow. Hold on. Somebody brought a golden scripture. Ooh, let's read that one real quick. Hold on now. John 4:1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit to see whether they are from the Most High, for many false prophets have gone out into the world. Test the spirit, test the spirit.
It's just spiritual power. How much spiritual power are you using? Most people just, because of everyday life, they're just going, rat race, I want this, I want that. Nobody is thinking about the fact that you have all this power in you, because everybody thinks it's outside of them. It's in you. We're spiritual beings. Tap in.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
Okay. You serve God?
Not in the Christian sense.
Look, even demons believe in God, y'all. Even demons believe in God. There's actually a scripture that tells you that. So you even got to be careful of people who say they believe in God. First of all, you got to ask, what God are they talking about? You understand? It's more than one God. There's a scripture that just jumped to mind, right? Let me pull this up real quick. And it goes a little something like this. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this up. And it is James 2:19. And I want everybody to get the likes up on the video. James 2:19. And it reads, Thou believest that there is one God. Hold on. Thou believest that there is one God. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? So just because you believe in God don't mean you're serving the Creator. Just because you believe in God doesn't mean that you serve the Creator. Demons believe in God too. They know He's the judge. Anyway, let's continue.
I get that. Okay.
But I do know that God is a higher power spiritual being. I do not believe it's a person. I don't believe God is a person.
Yeah, no, God is not. God is all. Is all.
All encompassing.
Yeah.
The highest spiritual power
Okay.
possible. That's
So is there a conflict in what you do, being that you do believe that there's a greater being and you spread love, but yet you're paid to sometimes destroy it?
to destroy love.
Yeah, like
Because
no.
I choose who I allow, into my tribe and who I'm going to do the root work for. So if I know that they're the antagonist, I'm not doing it. But if they're the one that were hurt.
Now she's trying to act like she has some type of moral compass. Now she's trying to act like she's rightfully judging, playing the role as the Most High herself, claiming that she cast roots on people who only were bad people. And she's here to defend victims pretty much. It's straight manipulation. And there's a lot of young ladies that are going to watch that Tasha K interview. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It has a lot of views. I think it has around 170 something thousand in a few days, right? There's a lot of people watching without no discernment, and they're going to literally fall into this. Why? Because it seems so normal. It doesn't seem like something that's downright evil. And they're going to be watching this and they're going to be interested. They're going to be curious. A lot of witches were created off of this broadcast, off of this stream. I'm telling you.
And I know that they need this to get off of them, then I'm going to do it. So I'm not really destroying anything. I'm just making it even.
The way you say, you're like a gangster. Like, I'm just making it even. So
I am. I don't set out to harm anybody.
okay, no, you're good. You're good. Let me get some wine. Like, okay, let me see what. Wow, I should have did this live.
We should.
I know. I was like, because
Oh, snap. You dealing with them spirits and you bringing the wine into the equation? Y'all know what they say. Wine and spirits, right? Wine and spirits. See, this is something else here now we about to witness. Anyway, everybody get the likes up on the video. Let's go. Yeah, she trying to play God. That's a fact. Let's go.
questions that would have been thrown at you because I'm still like, when I tell you there's certain, because growing up the way that I grew up, it's just once you're told to, it's kind of like stand a child's place.
Okay.
And when it comes to stuff like this, it's like if you don't understand, you just keep quiet about it. Like so, I never, like there was talks that my great so he's my great granddad was a warlock.
Okay.
And my grandmother, they lived like on the same street.
She said her great granddad was a warlock, or her granddad was a warlock. I'm telling you, Tasha K is a part of it. Ain't no way that she got all these family ties that are in the arts, and she's acting so oblivious to what's going on. There's no way. There's no way at all. And that's weird right there that all the bottles are upside down. This is bizarre. When you look at this whole cellar, you look at this whole room, it's like it's representing something inverted. Like if you look at this set, why are the bottles hanging upside down like that? It looks evil. You know what I'm saying? It looks real weird. I'm telling you, man. Y'all ladies gotta be careful what the hell y'all watching.
Okay.
but she would never walk on his property. She was afraid. Like, this is what's told to me, but I know he lived down there, and I would be at my grandmother's house and I would go down there, but I never saw her on his property. So when people say, like, when our family members say like she wouldn't go on his properties, because everybody came to him for work. And I was like, what work?
So she was afraid of his power?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
That's cool.
Yeah. But she was a heavy prayer, you know.
Oh.
So her thing was like, you know, but that's what they say. I don't know the specifics because, you know, it's the South. They don't talk about shit. Like, that's why I'm shocked that you here. I cannot wait to see what some of these reactions are going to be.
But like, Jesus is going to take you to hell. I'm like, you going to be with me?
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just the utter disrespect to the Messiah. And see, these witches believe everybody going where they going. Man, this one right here got an evil spirit. I can tell you that right now, y'all. She got a real evil spirit. You can see it all on her face. This woman is an enemy to the Messiah. She's totally disrespectful. No shame. She bold with it. This is the modern woman. This is the modern woman right here. Got a legion of demons. And see, let me tell you, in the industry, you have to be anti-Christ. You have to be anti-Christ. Because the Messiah is who can send these demons straight to hell. You understand?
Because like, I hate that people really believe in this like imaginary sky daddy shit. Like, that sound more like witchcraft than what I do. Like Moses, burning bush, sounds like witchcraft.
Okay.
All the rituals they do in religion.
Yeah.
You know, when you're going to the altar, you're praying.
And this wine is nasty. I'm gonna have to get I think the bottle's old. But go ahead.
Yeah, like I just feel like a lot of the negativity that I get makes me feel even better of the fact that I don't like follow what they follow. Because if that religion makes you like that, and I'm full of love and peace and giving people hugs and kisses and helping people, I don't want to do what you do. Because chances are, I'm just turn my phone off.
Okay, cool, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of young ladies are looking at it like, oh, she's a hero. She, you know, they don't see nothing wrong with what she's doing, because there's a lot of carnal people out here just looking at things on the exterior. They like, well, she seems happy. You know, she's helping people. She's successful. And a lot of young ladies are gonna be manipulated through all this.
Okay.
I think that's the hotel too.
Okay.
But I just feel like if there was a hell, we're living in it. It's right here. I don't think it's any other place but right here. And everything that they were taught, literally, because everybody's taught.
Okay.
Nobody's born saying I'm a Christian. Nobody's born with that. You're taught.
I'm telling you, man, they hate Christians. They hate Christians. And I'm talking about people who truly believe in the Messiah. I'm not talking about the people in those 501c3 churches. And she's believing that we're in hell right now, but she's a millionaire. Imagine that. You're a millionaire talking about we're in hell right now. Obviously, you have the rudiments of this world. Obviously, you have success. Your life is not a hell. Hell is awaiting you. And there's going to be many, many more souls that she lead right to hell with her. I'm telling you. Revelations 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable, murderers, whoremongers, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and with brimstone, which is the second death. See, this word right here, this sword, this weapon, this is how we combat them. The truth. They will experience the lake of fire. Make no mistake about it. It's going to be a lot of so-called baddies. A lot of so-called baddies right there in hell. Burning, cooking, because they're prideful, they're arrogant, and they believe that they have all the answers.
Taught that. Your mom, your dad, everybody's teaching you that. So I feel like nobody's like questioning this shit. Like this shit sound crazy. It sound crazy. And I questioned it. When I was a kid, I was like, that don't sound right. So Noah had the ark and he had 2 of every animal. So you tell me there was roaches on that ark?
So now she's going against the Bible, going against the scriptures.
He had 2 roaches. Okay. And so animals that usually in the animal kingdom are eaten by other animals, they survived on that ark? This shit don't make no damn sense. I'm sorry, none of it makes sense. And a lot of the people that are religious just don't question those things.
Yeah.
They think I'm crazy. Like, what? Because I don't believe the shit that you believe?
See, I'm Buddhist. I chant.
A witch. Listen, I'm reacting to this organically. I knew Tasha K was a practitioner. She claims she's Buddhist, ladies and gentlemen. Buddhist. Now we know damn well that's New Age mysticism. We know that's deriving from ancient Persian mythology. We know that Buddhism is pretty much witchcraft. You know, we know what comes along with Buddhism. Straight up. I knew it was gonna come out. There you go. You know, you give them some wine. She took 2 sips of that damn wine. And it came out. She been playing ignorant the whole show, letting us know, giving us little breadcrumbs, and then here we go.
And yeah, Namyo Horenge Kyo. And we
You hear it? No home rain gang kill. You hear that? That's for those who don't know where that come from. That's the Tina Turner movie when, you know, they'll scene when Ike kept going upside her head. And basically she started putting the beads around her hand saying the no home rain gil kyo, and she was summoning, burning incense and candles. You know, that's witchcraft. Yeah, now the spirits came. All it took was a couple sips of that wine. But y'all want to keep on watching that Tasha K, thinking she relate to y'all. She not following the Messiah. She not following the scriptures. She's following Buddha. You know that Buddha statue that be sitting in a Chinese restaurant? She got one of those. She rubbing on that belly of that Buddha statue, burning incense. That's what Tasha K do in her spare time. Sit there and rub on a golden Buddha belly with beads wrapped around her hands saying no home rain gang kill. That's crazy. Anyway, let's continue.
Ultimately believe in like just obtaining happiness.
Period.
That's it. Like we don't try to recruit.
But it was no pushback against that. As if the Bible does not talk about obtaining happiness. You see how these individuals want to follow everything but the scriptures? You have no pushback when it comes to, no pushback at all, ladies and gentlemen, against the Buddhist religion. We can say that we can argue the same thing, that the Bible is about maintaining happiness, but they will fight the Bible tooth and nail because the Bible is the truth. And they're literally adversaries of the Most High. Everything but the Bible is cool.
Crude. We don't try to, you know, my thing is if I see somebody that's unhappy, I try to make them happy.
Yes, it's beautiful.
That's all I do. Like I remember I was in an ice cream shop getting some ice cream. This was probably like 2 months ago. And I see the guy all the time. He fixes my ice cream. He knows what I want when I walk in there. White guy. Yeah. And he looked sad today. I was like, you okay? And he was just like, you know, it's my birthday. And I didn't want to be here. And I was like, what do you mean? And when he said that, I knew what he meant. I was like, what do you mean you didn't want to be here? He was like, I don't want to be here. I just want to. And I'm like, he said, but I'm here. And I was just like, okay, now I got to talk to him. So that's my cue to talk to him, to introduce what it is that I do, which is chanting to him.
Wait, what? Chanting to him? You was chanting to him. Y'all, here we have it. Tasha K's a witch too, y'all. So you mean to tell me y'all was in the ice cream shop chanting? Oh, here you have it. Exclusive, we find out. Tasha K's practicing witchcraft. Let's go.
He's a lot happier now.
See?
Yeah, he's a lot happier. And it's not like I forced it on him, like I'm outside like a Jehovah's Witness.
So you chanted You chanted some stuff to him one time in an ice cream shop on his birthday, and now all of a sudden he's a happy man. Now all of a sudden he's running around floating on cloud nine because Tasha K went in the ice cream shop and chanted for this brother who didn't want to work on his birthday. That makes sense to y'all. You got to be kidding me. All right, let's go.
Fitness, but I'm
Knock
like,
at doors.
I was depressed at one point in my life. I know what that feels like. And this is the only thing that helped me to lift my depression.
Yeah.
I believe in God. I just serve and spiritually connect to God differently.
Yes.
And so does the rest of the world. Are we condemning the rest of the world because they were raised in Asia or in Africa or in Europe or in the islands and they practice differently? Christianity.
The modern woman is totally confused. I mean, she's totally confused.
Emotional damage.
I mean, seriously. They're not bright at all.
Christianity is not the end all be all.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's the biggest one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Islam, they may be
Islam
making
is
that.
one of the smallest.
You think so?
Well, I say we because if I ever had any religion, it would be Islam. My dad is Muslim.
Yeah.
It's just Islam is the most devout.
Mm-hmm.
You will find way more fake ass Christians than you would ever find a fake ass Muslim because the core aspect.
Now that's true. I'm gonna have to agree with that. You have a lot more Muslims that are a lot more devout to what they believe in. The Christian church doesn't give any pushback towards evil whatsoever. They allow secular music into their congregation. They allow anything in the pulpit. I'm just gonna have to agree with that. Although Islam, you already know my take on Islam, and I'm not gonna get into that. I have videos on my channel where I talk about the history and things of that nature, but it kind of is what it is. She's right on that one. Anyway, let's go.
And the core principle of it is devotion. It's devotion.
Yeah.
And they're not just citing things in the Quran. They're actually doing these things. They're actually living that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, you're praying multiple times a day. It's going to be hard for you to start, doing fuck shit because you're constantly going to be reminded that next prayer.
Yeah.
So it's just a different, I think, level of spirituality when it comes to Islam.
It is a lot stricter, a lot more disciplined.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it works in the prison system so well because they're where they got all this time on their hand. It's easy to join a gang and do things that you ain't supposed to do. However, having that devotion 5 times a day and having something bigger than you, you know what I'm saying, and you tapping into that higher power, your higher self.
Yes.
Those brothers come out and they do some real good in the community. And so I think it's amazing. Like that's why I'm married to a Muslim. He didn't get it in prison. He got it. Like my husband, like he understands the Quran. He writes in Arabic and stuff like that. So I all of that. But back to you. So you got some products here. Okay. So what are these products?
So these are part of my.
Be careful what you purchase. Matter of fact, I'm going to skip over her products. I'm not trying to help her sell her merch. So we're going to skip over that. But I want to say this. Listen, you ladies got to be careful where you're shopping at. You got to be careful what you buying, what you bringing into your household. This is real important. Let me see. You got to be real careful because these things have spirits and jinns attached to it. Yeah, her merchandise looks wicked. You know what I'm saying? But for real, a lot of y'all ladies, y'all be shopping online. Y'all be seeing little things that you like or whatever the case is. And it just look like a nice candle. And you don't even know what you bringing in. You don't even know what you bringing in. And now you wondering why, certain things are moving around in your house. You don't know what was done to that candle. You don't know what was done to those roots. You don't know what was done to that soap. So for real, you got to be careful.
Usually they give names though, and your name wasn't there, so. If I do see it, I'm like, so-and-so want to do this on you.
So what's this?
So that one is Lucid Dreams.
Okay.
So you know what Lucid Dreaming is, right?
it.
Oh, that's just a body with that energy. You know it's not good.
Yeah.
You need to cleanse because that energy could stay with you. Just like a deep.
Here we go. Let's go.
It's gonna come back to you. It's karma. It's the natural law of cause and effect, right?
And notice how all her products have something spiritual connected to it. All her products are supposed to do something spiritually. And try not to say the name of her product. I don't want to promote it, so I'm trying to skip to make sure you know you won't know where to find the products, basically.
One of the things I don't do.
Okay.
So I'm enhancing something that might not be shown. Because people come to me thinking that it's like one of those things like, yeah, like I want so-and-so to love me. I'm not doing it.
See, here's what I don't understand. And I said I was going to get more into the relationship conversation of it all because I see a lot of bullshit being sold, right? And I don't know if you know, it's kind of like the evolution of like singles, and people are coming online, they're trying to find love, and they got all these you know, just this criteria that they just, and that to me is like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is the craziest thing that I heard.
You gotta dwindle it down to nothing.
And I'm like, when I sought out, I was like, okay, it's time for me to get married, right? And when I do get married, this is not particular. I didn't say I want somebody tall. I want somebody handsome. I never said those things. I said I want a provider.
Yeah.
I want a caretaker. I want someone to, you know, love me. And then I started to open myself up more because a lot of people say they want something, but they don't
ready for that shit.
But they don't open themselves up. And like when my husband approached me, let me tell you something, my husband was single for like 2 years.
Now, Tasha K, you interviewing a guest, and see, this is how witches work, because we hearing more about Tasha K's life, and she's not asking the right questions to this witch at this moment. But, you know, people be comfortable around these witches. That's the point. They be real comfortable around these individuals. Imari, thank you for the 20. I appreciate it. Imari says they profess that they know God, but in their works, they deny him, being abominable, disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. Titus 1:16, absolutely. They claim they know God. They throw around a few words like love. Love, love, love. But then they're basically denying the power thereof. Somebody said, do you think Tina Turner went to hell? If she kept practicing that witchcraft. If Tina Turner kept practicing witchcraft, more than likely, yes. The scriptures told you. Idolaters, witches, these people won't inherit the kingdom. They just won't. It just is what it is.
Chick said he was, you know, but for the most part, he was more focused on getting money, right?
Okay.
But when we initially met, like, he's not the type of dude that I would pay attention to.
Oh,
yeah, right. But because I was opening myself up, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be open, and anybody that wants to talk to me, I'm gonna talk to me.
Yeah.
It was more so like he approached me like, hey, you know, my name is Shaq, blase blase squash. What kind of books do you like to read?
Oh my God.
Yeah, like,
Listen.
I never had nobody ask me what type of books I like to read, and then I would tell him, and he would just walk off. Yeah, it was like, oh, okay, that's dope. That's dope. Okay, cool. Then he would come back. He's like, what kind of things you like to do? Like, and it started off with casual conversation, but I wasn't like, oh my God, like he's fine as hell. Like, you know, I know he got some money. I know he got a house. I know. That to me was always like, I still don't understand that mind frame.
That's all it is today. How can I use you? How can I use you?
That's and then I just don't get that. Like, how do you see somebody for that and then get mad? When they see you for what you are.
Now, you notice that she's asking the witch for advice. Like I told you earlier, this is when the witches gain power. When you get comfortable around them, although I believe Tasha K is a witch too. But let's say hypothetically, you're sitting across the table from this woman, Dr. Satan. You know, when you start asking questions, how do we do this? Or how do I do that? That is actually giving that person power over you, spiritual authority over you. If you seek counsel from a witch, she can do whatever she wants to do to you. I'm telling you some real talk. And Tasha K, if she not all the way in, she want to get down. She want to get down with the practice.
Yes.
And then y'all are on the same energy. You want something, he wants something, and then once they get it, they go seek something else.
Absolutely. Now you hurt.
Yeah, like I just don't understand it. So people so how do you make the decision to say?
And that's allegedly because Tasha K at the beginning, and her disclaimer says the thoughts of the guest doesn't. She left that disclaimer, so I'm gonna use allegedly. The thoughts of the guest don't reflect her thoughts or whatever the case is, but it is what it is. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to help you bring the energy of love to you by doing this work. So how do you make that decision?
They have to tell me the situation. Every time they book with me, they tell me the situation, and I declare from there if I'm going to do it or not. So if they tell me, like, for instance,
Okay.
this one girl came to me for root work.
Okay.
I read the whole thing. It was like 3 paragraphs.
Oh, so they write you letters and stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a note, but they tell me every damn thing. And so she's just saying she wants the other lady, out of the picture. I get a whole lot of third party ones. It's ridiculous.
They don't want to be sister wives.
No.
Okay.
So
You whoa, wait. They don't want to be sister wives. So let me tell you something, yo. There's a lot of witches. There's a lot of women going to these people getting root work done because they don't want to be a sister wife. Man, you got to be kidding me, because they don't want to participate in polygyny. They getting the other woman lined up for the kill. They getting the other woman put in a pine box, man. Bruh. So you telling me that the modern woman is that anti-polygyny that she is going to the witch doctor to get the other woman lined up? Man, these women are murderers. Murderers, I tell you. Pure evil. All because they jealous of another woman. Man, look, you see people start jumping out the chat. Look, those like 50 people couldn't handle what was being talked about just now. So do you still want to argue if polygyny is righteous or not? If anybody pushing against it like this, it has to be of the Most High. Polygyny has to be of the Most High. If witches are pushing that hard to stop it. Suffer not a witch to live. Suffer not a witch to live. That is cold. Now think about how many unsuspected women that this woman has murdered, y'all. Think about it. Some of these hexes drive people crazy. Some of those hoodoo spells will have people committed. Some of them make them physically ill. And some of them just flat out die in accidents, y'all. Some of them just flat out die in accidents. Now imagine a sister out here, she just looking for a head. She's trying to be somebody's concubine or be somebody's wife. And the brother's keeping it real with her. Like, look, babe, you know what I'm saying? I got this woman over here. I'm trying to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real with her. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real with you. And you think that other woman is down. You thinking that, okay, she's okay with it. But meanwhile, she thinking, okay, I got something for him. I'm going to get rid of the other woman. I'm going to go to Madam Satan over here. And I'm going to bring, I'm going to get around the sister one day. That's probably how meticulous they are. I'm going to get around. I'm going to get one of her shirts. I'm going to get one of her bras or her panties or something. And I'm going to bring it on to the witch doctor and get her lined up. Man. Boy, it's getting sinister out here. Ecclesiastes 26:6. But a grief of heart and a sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. Man, oh man. It says, wow. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. That's a sorrowful woman. That's a wicked woman. That's a depressed woman. That's a woman that's mentally ill. who's jealous over another woman. That's what that is, y'all. If you jealous of your man being a man, having him another woman, you are mentally ill. You're sick in the head. You're jealous of if you look at other women and you're jealous of them, you are wicked. You're sick. Straight up. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Because you're supposed to have a sisterhood. Biblically, we are cultural people. We're tribal people. And if you're not good with polygyny, just stay single. You ain't got to get somebody lined up. That's a shame. You want that man that bad to yourself, to be able to control him that bad that you would take the life of another woman instead of find you another man that you can emasculate. Find you another man who you can, stop from being a man. That's crazy. Polygyny is natural. It's natural. So these witches are going against nature. Let's go.
Oh, okay. I said, all right. So now I reply back to her because I want to understand it, because she's leaving out like really crucial aspects of it. And I'm just like, okay, so you met him when and what? So I got to the bottom of it. And basically she was the side chick and she wanted to hex the wife.
When you call my office, you get the power of over 40 lawyers and 200 support personnel.
Doing that? Like, what? You're the side chick. Baby, you gotta go. You gotta go.
You the side chick, you gotta go. You the side chick, you gotta go. So you just judge and jury. A man got another woman, you're gonna just straight up take out that other woman. And when she's saying you gotta go, bet your bottom dollars he's talking about in a pine box, y'all. She's speaking of murder like it's nothing. Like it's nothing.
No, if anything, wife should be coming to me to hex you. Because I'm not.
Now, have you done that before? Seen somebody trying to put work on someone and they should be the ones to go? Do you turn around and do that work on them? And
No, I'm not.
You don't
I'm
do
not.
that?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you just throw your hands up and be like, I'm out of this.
Refund.
Okay.
Here's your refund. I'm not doing this. No.
Okay. Now, what about money? How do you go about manifesting money?
That's the easiest for me. That's the easiest. It's like my natural ability.
So you're saying instead of them going to church and paying tithes, they should bring them tithes to you.
Basically, a lot of people give me money without me having to do anything. It's like they're like, "This is my tithe. Thank you so much for helping me with XYZ." I get tithe all the time.
Now, is it true like y'all are not supposed to charge? People are supposed to just gift you what they want?
Okay, so
how does that work?
I charge for my gift, but I charge for my time, and it takes time to do this work. You want the results, right? You're gonna pay for my time.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not charging for my gift. My gift is free. I do this for free.
Okay.
But my time is not free.
And now, how do you differentiate that? Like, how do you like?
What do you mean?
Because you're still ultimately using your gift and your time. So how do you keep that separate? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, no, because she's like, I need
they have to pay.
I need money. But how do you manifest money? Like, what do you like? Give me a typical situation of someone.
Tasha K trying to practice that. She trying to get the manifestation going, because she still got to pay Cardi B and whatnot. So she got to make sure. She got to make sure she can manifest that money. She trying to figure it out. She got to pay that check up to Cardi B. So she trying, manifest that money she owe straight up. Let's go.
One coming to you and they say, "Hey, I want to manifest money." What is where was the starting point and where are they at now?
Oh gosh, I have thousands of reviews of things that I've been able to do for people. I've gotten people cars, new job, raises, like I said, the settlements, houses. One of my tribe members just bought $1 million house, 12 acres. She's like, "This wouldn't have happened without you. Like, how do you do this? I don't know." But
wow,
money like just coming in, multiple sources.
Wow, y'all don't hit her Instagram up.
Businesses, a lot of people that
those people who got millions of dollars and got houses coming to her, sold their soul to her. That's what they did. They sold their soul to get that stuff. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's a lot of people running around here just selling their soul like it ain't nothing, y'all. I actually seen a billboard on a van that was out here in Atlanta. And on this van, it had a phone number on it. And it literally said on the van, "We buy souls." Seriously, y'all. It literally said, "We buy souls." I can't make this up. People are legit selling their souls to get riches, and they practically getting the fame overnight, but they're not telling you what comes with it. I'm telling you. Imagine you run into this woman and she like, "Look, I can get you rich. I can get you this, that, and the third." And you do what she tell you to do, and she go home and do her little witch spells and all of that. Next thing you know, a few weeks later, you a damn millionaire. It's all surreal to you. You got the big ass house. You got 8, 9, 10 rooms. You in there in that big lonely house, but then when you look in the mirror, all you see is demons. All you see is spirits standing behind you. All you see is dark forces standing right there in the room with you. That's how it happens. And now you got to keep on going back to her because you out here losing your mind. And now you got the fame, you got the riches, you got the big house. All of a sudden, people around you just start dying. And you want it all back. You're like, hold on, I don't want this no more. And it's too late. It's too late. Real talk, man.
That have like hair business, nail business, and like they're not getting any clients, or they're just starting.
Okay.
So they come to me.
See, businesses that's just getting off the ground, they come to her and she makes them rich. But she not telling you at what cost. This is what the devil do. Listen, Satan come in many forms, y'all. Satan come in many forms.
They do the conjure, and then they're booked up.
They do a conjure.
Like next week. Like, what did you do? You came to me for results, and I did it. That's just what I do. So it's a lot that goes in behind the scenes, but
okay.
Wow. You know how many ladies went to her Instagram right after Tasha K aired this video? You know how many ladies hit her up, went into the Instagram, and see, a lot of us fellas, we be wondering why a lot of these women be doing so good. Like, why they have a leg up? Why they get, what are they doing? How are they getting these nice homes? What are they doing? They doing these damn conjures. They contacting these specialists. They using sorcery and magic to get where they got. A lot of them. All kind of sacrifices and rituals going on behind the scenes. This is what happened in the industry.
There's really no limit, honestly. I think it's usually the limit that you put on it. But
Name some celebrity witches that you know of.
I can't do that.
Straight facts. Joe Biden's infrastructure bill.
They said straight facts. Yo, why are they still trying to pander for black votes? Straight facts. Are y'all really gonna go out here and vote for Biden because they said straight facts in the damn commercial? This is the best they can do, straight facts. Yo, you really can't make this up, bro. This is crazy.
Bill really got American manufacturing back on the map. Computer chips built here. Expanded wind and solar to lower utility bills for families. Check out what Americans are making close to home.
Do you want to play the latest PC games, but your computer looks like this? So you're stuck.
I can't do that.
You said Beyonce. Okay.
We know about Beyonce. We know about Summer Walker.
Okay, what about
We
Erykah
know
Badu?
Kehlani. We know Erykah Badu.
Okay, who else?
We know Princess.
She calling out all the female witches, the celebrity witches, that the modern woman like to act like they don't know that they're witches.
Nokia. So we know they're the ones that are out, but I would not out nobody. A lot of the reality stars are into it. A lot of them come to me. They pay. And my biggest, of all time, are NBA stars because they pay.
Really?
And they fly me out to do work in person. They don't even want me to do it at my house. Yeah, come to me.
They want to see you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kyrie Irving, don't let me find out you hitting her up. flying her out. Hey, hey, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, we already know you. We already know what you doing. LeBron James, we know you. You done probably called Shorty up. This is wild.
Yes, big bucks.
What's the most you ever got for somebody?
In total from one person?
Yeah.
About 100K. Yeah,
Okay.
100K.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
reasonable.
Okay. Now, how are you making these services available to to regular consumers that don't have
Yeah,
that type of money? Like, what are you doing? Like,
I know they can't afford it, so obviously, they're not giving me 5K for a conjure or 2K for a conjure. So
okay,
it's in the hundreds for the public. So if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. That's fine.
so basically, it's just smaller yields. Like,
Yes, yeah.
So she's charging hundreds of dollars for people in the public, which she's trying to make it affordable, right? For the people out here running, everyday, ordinary, wannabe Instagram models or small business owners or whatever the case is. That's crazy.
Because I'm getting them championship rings. I'm getting them movie roles. That's why they're
Wow.
paying me 10K, 15K. But you are not getting movie roles. So
She getting them movie roles, y'all. She said she getting them movie roles and championships. So we're learning what's going on in the industry. These people ain't just getting there off their talent. There's witches that are doing conjures to make sure people are getting movie roles, man. Man, I tell you, the industry is something else. Now we're learning the secrets, man. Let's go.
So $200 is fine. I'm just being realistic.
you have a great personality.
Thank you.
You really do.
Most witches do.
They need to do the real witches of the South reality show.
I need to be on this reality show, Witches of the South. I like that.
Listen, they already have something like that in Atlanta. There's going to be a lot. Listen, witchcraft is going to be very prevalent in reality shows. You're going to see a lot of witchcraft reality shows coming in the near future, right?
I like that. You could be EP.
I ain't producing that shit. Y'all gotta turn around. If I can put some root work on me, bitch, I don't know where I'm coming and going. Like, I'm like, who did it? Who put this shit on me?
It was Sharkeisha.
No, but for real, like, I knew, like, because here's the thing.
It's not working.
I got an email through a private party of a particular person going to somewhere in the Bronx drinking goat's blood. Shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And it's
so hold on, wait. You got an email. Tasha K got an email. She's writing the cuff of joining the elite. I think Tasha K is about to be among the elite, y'all, real soon. So she got an email about a private party where I don't know, maybe she had too much wine because she's saying too damn much. She got an email about a private party where somebody was drinking goat's blood. Very interesting. Very interesting. See, y'all want to know what's going on in the industry? They're coming right out. They're letting you know.
It's like, what?
You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do all that. Why would they make you drink goat's blood?
Like, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, what in the fuck? All this for fame?
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. Dr. Satan has done worse than drink goat's blood. She would never tell you some of the sick things that she's done behind the scenes. She would never tell you that. She has a public image to uphold, and they operate in secrecy. This witch will never tell you some of the filthy things that she has to do for Satan. Make no mistake about that. So don't fall for her playing all bougie like she ain't involved with different things. And all of the new age females that like to come and jump in my chat, they real quiet this time. They real quiet in this video. Normally they be trying to defend the new age and discredit the Bible, but they real quiet up in here. But I know y'all watching.
Oh, they do worse than that. Oh, I'm sure you heard.
No, tell me.
Well, I don't want to get too
Uh-oh, they do worse than that? What are they doing?
much, but it's more behind the scenes. But they do way worse than that.
Like, okay, what's the most extreme? What's the most extreme thing
I can't share.
that you know that's been done with other?
Well, you've seen the sacrificial parts. So, when family members are dying and stuff, and it's like, oh, did they sacrifice?
I could tell you what they're doing. They eating feces. They're having, intercourse with animals. Of course, there's child sacrifice that goes on. There's spirit cooking. Yeah, spirit cooking. There is, of course, the other rituals. There's the torture rituals. All of these things are very real, and this is what they're doing. They're eating vomit, exchanging bodily fluids. This is what they're doing. Blood play. All of these things. All of the worst thing you can possibly imagine. That's what most of the most successful celebrities are doing. The most, wicked thing that you can imagine is what your favorite celebrity is doing, including Beyonce, including Doja Cat, and the rest of them. And not to mention the seances that they're having. And we don't even want to get into adrenochrome and all of that, man. But y'all already know. Y'all know.
Oh, absolutely they did. Absolutely. A lot of them, especially the ones that don't got talent, and you're wondering like, how are they popping like this? Okay, so they came to them and said, hey, just like you have a regular contract, a music contract, or whatever contract, you have a contract with them. And this is what you're going to do. And this is what you got to give up. And they don't even really know the extent to what they're giving up besides the sacrifice, obviously. But it's way more than that. And to get out of the contract, you see these humiliation rituals and things like that. You got to do a lot to get out of that shit. But
you got to do a lot to get out of it. Wow. What they got to do to get out of it?
You're going to get what you want in the interim. And that's all they care about.
One name came to mind when you said that. Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez.
I'm saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
I think Meg Thee Stallion went to her for Tory Lanez. On behalf of the whole Rock Nation. For real. I really believe that. I believe it was a ritual conducted to ruin Tory Lanez. And Tory Lanez was fighting. Anyway, free Tory Lanez, man. Let's go.
So there are humiliation rituals.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes they don't even get in. So a lot of these stars, a lot of these celebrities that want to get to, the higher level, the A-list or whatever, they come to them to get in. And they're like, I don't want you. They pick and choose. Whoever could be the better puppet is who can get in. And yes, they be sacrificing family. They be doing a whole fucking lot. Absolutely.
Oh, but when we talk about blood sacrifices, when we talk about Gilly the Kid's son mysteriously dying right after Gilly the Kid signed a $100 million contract, y'all said, New Breed, you reaching. Listen, if you want that kind of money, if you get that kind of money, you have got to be doing something. Somebody said she talked fast. Actually, I sped the audio up. I sped the video up for copyright reasons and for time reasons. But yeah, y'all call me a conspiracy theorist. Y'all think I just be reaching. But I can guarantee all of the modern women who watch this, they literally believe what she said. It's the truth. But because I'm not in the industry, y'all just think I'm speculating as if the Most High don't give us discernment.
Mm-hmm. But this is not like...
There was a particular rapper that died some time ago. And it's been heavy on my heart.
Okay. That
it was a sacrifice, the way it was done.
Okay.
Because this person was just so innocent.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Take off. It's Takeoff. She's talking about Takeoff. They know that Takeoff was a sacrifice. The whole industry know. Everybody know. You think about the only rapper who stayed to himself, who minded his business and did what he did, it was Tate. And that clearly was a sacrifice, bro. Clearly. Watch her confirm.
Like, and then I see, you know, a person that was around them still in contact with the people that were responsible.
Quavo. Damn. They talking about Quavo. QC. Yeah, QC mom even said it. Oh man, this is exposing some stuff right here, man. They done opened up a can of worms, bro. The person says, New Breed, I'm surprised you even giving these things attention. I'm gonna do you a favor. Let me do you a solid real quick. Let me do you a real solid. Let's get you out of here. Because I'm surprised you still in here watching it at an hour and a half mark. You watching me surprised that I'm talking about what goes on in the industry. Have you even followed my channel? How often do I expose the industry? What an idiot. Anyway, let's go.
For it. That shit sent chills through me. And I was just like, and then the fact that, you know, that person is not cooperative. I don't feel like they've been cooperative with the police, and they didn't say anything. You know, when everything went down, it was sort of like they just popped back up and had champagne bottles, and 3 months later. Yeah.
See, I didn't follow like too much of it, but yeah, that was a very sad situation.
I don't think anybody.
Oh, you seen that? Look. Oh man. Y'all see the look she just gave, bro. Oh no. Y'all remember the Messi video? The Jezebels wanted the line Takeoff up. She know. That look on her face said it all. Hold on, we got to go back. That look said it all. It was sad, but look how oh man, that's some disrespectful stuff, bro.
Up and had champagne bottles, and 3 months later. Yeah.
See, I didn't follow like too much of it, but yeah, that was a very sad situation.
I don't think anybody.
Oh man, y'all see the way she shifted the eyes? I'm telling you, man, these women are lining brothers up. See, she trying to act like she only come for the defense of women who have been hurt or whatever the case is. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of innocent people that these witches aim at. Yeah, she grinned and smiled. What's so funny about Takeoff getting hit like that? What's funny about that? No remorse at all. Nobody in Tasha K's comment section are pulling their cards. This show you how evil this country is, bro. It show you how evil a lot of these women are who watching these platforms, bro. Ain't nobody pulling her card on this. That's crazy.
Body should.
I don't know.
She know.
Fellow elites, now that we've made travel so...
Look at this damn commercial. I'm telling you, man, Babylon is wicked as hell, bro. They showing you the occult every damn where. Everywhere.
expensive. This world-famous resort is one of the least crowded places on Earth, and no one can afford to fly.
That's crazy.
No, I don't think he did it.
One close.
someone close.
Gotcha.
I don't think he did it, but somebody close did it.
Yeah, it would make sense though.
Because it was like the way it happened. I was like, this is not normal.
There's no way. Yeah. We're not stupid now. Like the way that they're doing it now is just so lazy. It's just so like it's very obvious to connect the dots. Like you'd have to be slow not to see what they're doing. Like,
and you know what? People talk about this, like, but I
Yeah, that's because most people are walking dead. Most people are zombies. Most people got something going through their veins that then took away their ability to even think. That's the case. Most people have been placed into a stupor, a strong delusion. So, yeah, Dina Brown said it. It's intentional. They're intentionally doing messy work because people can't think anymore. People believe whatever the damn news say. And anytime you have people who, you know, can actually see, let me get Shaka Bartel out here. Let me get this person out. Somebody get her out because the comments skip and I don't want to look for it. Get that person out. All right, thank y'all. But anyway, when you got people who can actually see and try to break the matrix on people and wake them up, we the ones who get targeted. We the ones who get bothered. You understand? All right, let's continue.
and people, and I said this. What was I talking about? I was like, you know, Halle Bailey, right? The artist.
Which one is that?
That is the Little Mermaid, the one who played Little Mermaid.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know, her and her sister have two very different images, right?
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Polar opposites.
Right?
Hmm.
But they sing on what is that? What do they call it? It's like the perfect, it's like God's voice, like God's melody. Perfect harmony.
Yeah, the frequency, yeah.
Perfect harmony. They sing in that frequency, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to see like one sister not doing that, like she's more catering to the pop, to the Beyonce type, because Beyonce don't even sing in that high frequency anymore. I don't know why. Like hers is more, you know, pop or, you know, like her whole Renaissance album. She didn't like hit the halo notes and things like that. Like, no, it was more so, but there is a God's frequency. And where am I going with this? I'm trying to go. What?
Tasha K is speaking witch talk. She talking about a goddess frequency in the music. See, Tasha K knows a lot more than she let on, y'all. From the beginning, she didn't know nothing. She was totally oblivious. Oh, witchcraft? I don't know this. Now she's talking about a goddess frequency that's being done through the music. That's not something that's like common knowledge, y'all. She's a practitioner. Yeah, Beyonce music is trash to me. I mean, she has a nice voice, but she sings like it's no soul in her, if that makes any sense. She has a nice voice, but it's just like generic to me. And then her song choice, whoever her writers are, is just not good. Personally, that's my opinion. But yeah, she's revealing the blueprint. And see, right now, it's around Halloween time. So y'all got to understand, this is strategic. This whole interview is strategic. You know, the season is changing. We're going back into the ritual season. And they have to tell you what they're doing right in front of everybody. You know, just like Takeoff was taken out as a Halloween ritual, there's more rituals coming. They're coming soon, y'all. There's a lot of rituals coming. So get ready for it. It's definitely harvest time. All right, let's continue.
So it was Haley and Chloe.
Yes, it's Haley and Chloe. And so I feel that Haley Haley was let in. Haley has got the Disney deals. She's got the album. She's got the orchestra. She's got the team. And Chloe, for some reason,
Talking about Haley, what's her name? Chloe Bailey and Haley. Those them girls that was on the Disney Channel. They witches too. Or at least Tasha K is trying to find out if the sister that's more reserved, she's trying to find out if she involved in the arts too. That's what she's trying to fish to find out right now. All right, let's go.
I'm like, is this one of the parents? Like somebody, and you know, Beyonce
to be to the top and the other one gonna be sacrificed?
Yes,
gonna be sacrificed?
Yes, two can't go through the door.
Oh man, they talking reckless. So they talking about the Bailey sisters. They like, hey, basically is one of them gonna get lined up. You know, Beyonce can't put both of them on. You know, is the younger they twins, so the more reserved sister, is she gonna get backdoored? Is she gonna get taken out? They like talking like this ain't nothing, y'all. They talking like we're not talking about real people with lives. Like these people in the industry playing Soul Caliber. This is dirty. Man. Yeah, they had her in a Marine Kingdom, the Little Mermaid. It's a cold game, you're right. They had her in the Marine Kingdom for a reason, bro. Oh, this is something. Let's go.
Which one of these ones you want?
I feel that's what's happening. And you know, Beyonce's their manager.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't know.
And I feel that because Chloe's image is so similar to Beyonce's.
It's way worse than Beyonce's. Beyonce is not doing what that stuff that Chloe do.
But Chloe, if you see her music videos, if you see, it is very, very Beyonce. And I feel that Beyonce saw that and was like, her.
Decisions made here in this room are private, personal.
So you wonder why Chloe Bailey is shaking her ass everywhere and, you know, moving a certain way, getting her back blown out on films. Is because, you know, Beyonce, the head witch, have recruited her. So that's why her image changed so much. And she's been over sexualized. She came from the Disney Channel. The Disney Channel is a breeding grounds for the occult, particularly with child stars. Let's go.
And should be made by you and your doctor, not politicians. Joe Biden knows that. He'll fight for your right to make your own healthcare decisions.
Oh, Sleepy Joe. Oh, Weekend at Bernie's Joe. He gonna stop doctors from making decisions for you, according to this commercial here. I'll be happy when they haul his ass up out of that damn White House, bro.
He knows these guys shouldn't be in this room.
A classic, cheesy, crunchy blast of flavor, packing 14 grams of protein. New One Puffs.
We're gonna do the other sister.
Because the other sister has an identity and her shit is not. And Chloe's, I'm like, Chloe, I don't think you understand who you dealing with. Like, you understand, like, Beyonce's not gonna let you mimic and I think she felt like Chloe has always wanted to be her. You know how people have that energy, like, I want what you have. Hey, okay, thanks. I want what you have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing it and it's like, but I never, you know, as an entertainment news reporter, right? I'm reporting I go deep, but I don't go that deep.
Okay.
But when I see things happen the way that they happen, I'm like,
yeah.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Going at it, no. And I like Chloe. I think she's amazing. I think she's talented.
Yeah.
Why are they doing her like this? Like,
did Beyonce do some root work? What the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? So yeah,
I can see it, but I feel like Beyonce don't need to. I feel like she got a team of people behind her.
She got a team of witches. She said she feel like Beyonce got a team of people behind her to basically do the root work. Beyonce don't have to, you know, practice the arts on everybody. She got all these witches surrounding her that's quote unquote spirit guides. That's crazy.
They do her root work. A lot of people do. A lot of the NBA stars that come to me, I'm not their only root worker. Yeah, they go to 3 and 4 people. And I be telling them, I was like, and that's why you fucked up. You need to just stick with me.
Man, some of these daggone NBA stars, when they be in a zone, bro, it's like they be in some kind of trance. That's real talk. When they be on that court, sometimes, man, it's like when you hear them in interviews and you see them talking, it's almost like some of them guys be feminine. Some of them guys, they just don't be right. But then when they get on that court, they turn into a beast, bro. It's crazy when you think about it. I mean, could we attribute it to root work? I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought.
So they always come to me for money root work. When it comes to like the, you know,
that's crazy. Okay.
Money root work, they're coming to me.
Okay.
Sometimes love and stuff, especially with things that I'm like, I'm not touching that shit. They'll go to another root worker. So I definitely believe Beyonce got a team, a couple people.
Allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly. Everything in this interview is alleged. The thoughts and opinions of the guests and the host, and not necessarily thoughts and opinions of the host, which is just talking points, okay? It's talking points. So, yes, that is interesting. So, what should I do to get this? Do you think I still got some work on me? What do you think?
So that's a service.
She said I gotta pay child.
Now you gotta think, everybody who followed Tasha K are now looking at this and say, well, Tasha K is open up to this so-called witch. Tasha K is considering, getting some root work done. Therefore, all of her followers, all of Tasha K's followers are open-minded to this now. You see how easy it is for these people to manipulate the daughters of Zion? You see how Tasha K just popularized and normalized witchcraft on her platform. This is wicked. Yep, somebody said she's a Buddhist, so she around for whatever at this point. Facts.
I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. She took it off. She took it off. Should I be scared?
I don't think you should be scared.
Really?
I don't think you should be scared.
What you mean you can see? What you see, girl?
So I do see that you have a couple angels on you. So it's probably why it's being bounced off. I'm not gonna tell you too much because, like I said, you ain't paid.
You gonna tell me? Yeah.
Oh, here she go tomorrow. She could see a couple angels on her, stroking her ego. I mean, this woman got Tasha K wrapped around her little finger. Tasha K, she gonna get down with the elite messing with this woman. For real. Talking about she got some angels on her, so somebody was doing spells and it bounced off her. But I will say, chosen ones, children of the Most High, these things don't work on us. Trust and believe, man. I got industry witches putting roots on me. I know this for a fact. A lot of you brothers got women who done putting roots on you and things of that nature. But it has no effect because you walking with the Most High and you do have angels. Long as you don't give them no point of entry, they can't do anything to you. But these individuals are out to kill and destroy. Yeah, right there, that freeze frame right there, you could just see the evil in her. You could see the demons on this woman. This woman is possessed, y'all. There's a legion living in her. You can see it clear as day.
F. Kramer?
What's up? But
okay.
I don't think so.
You see, I got angels. What they got? You see them?
No,
that is like
energy. They don't stay around all day. They got shit to do.
Oh, I thought it was personally mine. Like
they are.
Okay,
but they're not just yours.
Oh,
yeah. Angelic entities are not like you don't own them.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We should have touched on that a little earlier. I could have talked about that for days.
Well, we can bring it back.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Wait, how long you in town for?
Till tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But we'll definitely bring you back.
Okay.
No, they definitely gonna be hanging out. Tasha K gonna be trying to, do those financial conjures so she can pay Cardi B back. She definitely gonna be bringing that woman back. That's crazy.
Okay. How about that? Yeah. Okay. All right. This is different. But you know what? I remember the Oprah show. She had her as psychic or the root work or whatever. And then who else? I used to watch a lot of the talk shows back in the day. And they all had somebody that was doing like spiritual readings and spiritual work and stuff like that. And so, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, maybe we need one. I always thought about that because it's a different energy. I don't do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not the type of person that says, hey, I want this motherfucker done. That's just not me. Like, you could be my worst enemy and I'll just be like, please don't hurt them, please.
It's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. I don't want to see people got family. They may not love themselves.
Why she talking about it's unnecessary when she literally allegedly kills people doing root work?
Because I think people that truly love themselves don't want to hurt people.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and they'll understand, like, if I want to hurt somebody, that's going to ricochet and people around me are going to be hurt because if I end up in trouble or, sending something out and it's coming back, like, I just don't believe in that kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? Like,
protection is more important than hexing.
Yeah. And I listen, I ain't no root word get what I check. Nam yo hodenge kyo. Nam yo hodenge kyo. Like,
is that your protection chant?
That is. Well, it's all Nichiren Buddhist.
Okay.
Man, ever since people seen that damn Tina Turner movie and her getting her lumped upside the head, y'all, a lot, you know how many women in the 90s jumped on Buddhism, y'all? after that movie aired, and then Tina fought back Ike in the car after he, you know what I'm saying, went whoops. They didn't got so many women in Buddhism after that movie. Real talk. And look, for the record, I'm not over here like, trying to make light of domestic violence. I have a dark sense of humor sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. I find certain things funny that I probably shouldn't. So forgive me for all the overly religious people out here. But, they use that as propaganda to pretty much, get our women to hate our men and also turn them into the new age junk. And it's not working. It's not working.
Chat. So it's the Lotus Sutra in one, and we say Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It's like the mystic law of like, there's this mystic industry that we cannot explain. Whatever it is that you hyper focus on and you chant on it and you look at it and you see it, it's sort of like, a picture being drawn. Or, look, let's take buildings. Okay. An architect draws a picture and then they hyper focus on building it. That's what Buddhism is.
Gotcha.
So
you're the creator.
Yeah, but we're all creators, though.
We all are.
We're all creators. Like all of this is like pictures, creation. So the fact that they'll try to tell you you're not a creator, I'm like, that's a lie. Like you're a part of it too, whether you want to be or not. So yeah. But thank you so much, Ms. Sanchez. Real quick, where can they reach out if they want? You say you only do love, you only do good things, you don't do no bad stuff to people.
Cap, but we done, and y'all don't need to find out where to reach out. We done with that. Man, they revealed a lot, and just the disrespect that she showed towards Takeoff, man, that's sad. But I think there was a lot of things highlighted in this particular interview that I found the necessity to share with you all, because they tell us that we conspiracy theorists and we don't know what the hell we talking about until you have an industry witch bringing it all out. So it is what it is, man. If you want to support the work, support me at newbreed.love. Get yourself some love notes. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel and this is your first time viewing me, make sure you pound the subscribe button, turn your post notification bells on so you can get these streams as they're being uploaded. I don't want you to miss anything that I do over here. But man, all praises to the creator. Hopefully you gain some insight. Do me a favor and share this everywhere. Like the video. And thank y'all for y'all support. Y'all have a good evening. Shalom and peace.